Hey, baby. So listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but I got a word for you. Just because people don't understand your story, just because people don't understand your perspective, doesn't mean that you're not headed in the right direction. Doesn't mean that you're wrong. Okay? God has created you and has set you apart for a reason. Your story is your story. It belongs to you. The hairs on your hair are counted. No one has your fingerprint. You are uniquely and wonderfully made. You know that, right? So to think that everybody's going to think like you, to think that everybody's going to understand you, is to really diminish the power that you have. Understanding that what you have is like no other gives you the understanding that the people who gravitate towards you are the people who can learn from you, the people you can collaborate with, the people who will add to you, the people who will understand you, the people who will challenge you. Like, we need all of that. We need to be challenged, we need to be understood, we also need to be curious, right? That is what perspective is. Perspective is really learning other people's experience, learning how other people think. We have to get to a place in life where we can collectively agree and to disagree. Like, I understand why you would say that. But this is what I can add to that conversation. This is how I see that. But not taking anything away from you and not taking anything away from me, but to understand that we are all human. Okay, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. We are all walking this thing out. We are all trying to get to the highest expression of ourselves. We are all trying to understand what God has created us for. We know He created us for a purpose. We understand that we are learning. Our steps are being ordered. We put one step in front of the other, and then we can see, right? But it doesn't mean that we won't continue to have to utilize our faith. This is the reason why our steps are ordered, because once we take one step, then God gives us more insight. He gives us more revelation to take the next step. But we use our experience, what we learned at the step prior, right, to inform the next step, right? To bring that to the next step. So sometimes the pain that we have experienced in the past from the people who have hurt us, right, or from our own, choices that we made because we just didn't know any better, right? Sometimes we have to utilize that, right, to inform the next step, to make the next decision, to be better in what God has revealed to us in this season, right? But the truth is like, we just cannot despise small beginnings. We can't despise small beginnings. And a lot of times when we're going through our isolation season, we are so quick to want to get out of it, right? Because we don't understand what God is trying to reveal to us. The key is to accept it, is to accept where we are and open up our eyes to say, hey, what is God trying to reveal to me in this season? What am I learning in this season? Am I in a different space? Because 9 times out of 10, you're in a space that you've never been in before. The things that you prayed for last year, you're probably seeing them in this season. And if you're not, it's because God is trying to show you something. He's trying to get something out of you to inform the next decision, to inform the next step. We're all a work in progress. So don't ever think that just because someone has more followers than you, just because it looks like someone has more emotion than you, that they're doing better than you. Because everybody has a perspective. Everybody has experience. Everybody is on a different path. And our paths may not look alike. But if you are called to me and I am called to you, then we can help one another. And that's what it's all about. Adding to one another, learning from one another, understanding one another. Because the more we understand our power, the more we understand that no one takes anything away from us. They only can add to us. And if it's not good, we can see it for what it is and leave it where it's at. But we had an experience that we one day could tell. So at the end of the day, always look at the glass as half full than empty. Because God said He's going to use everything. I mean, everything. So cheers to today and have a great day. Truth, love, and transparency always coming from your girl. Now go on with your day and remember, you big blessed.